Hello everybody, welcome back, I'm MrRedClaw. Welcome back to an episode of Formula 1 2021 My Team Career. This time for the Portuguese Grand Prix. Before we get to right ahead down below, like and subscribe, just to help out a lot, and let's get right into it. So here I am out for my flying lap around the Algarve circuit here in Portugal. Really fun race when we had the race. I'm pretty sure, was it last season, the season before that as well? Did we have it last season? I don't think so. Just the season before that, I'm pretty sure, in 2020. But yes, a really fun circuit. Of course, they added it in into this this year's game even. This game's totally. This year's game, and of course the second kind of race I'm doing it on, of using the My Team Career mode, like the My Team Career car. As you can see, we are currently P15, but already 7/10 up now. This is my second flying lap, as on the third one I just span out and it just wasn't really going that well anyways. Like, I was just gonna keep on showing like the third flying lap, but like I'm only showing one lap of qualifying. I might as well just show the fastest lap and not just one that I just spin out. I actually spun out that corner over there that we just passed, just a little bit too eager on the throttle to gain more time. But we are now 8/10 up on our flying lap over here, lap number 2. I don't do any practice for these because I just don't really have enough time, so my practice is basically the first kind of flying lap over here as we cross the line, and eventually we end up in P13, just ahead of our teammate Jack Aitken, 2/10 behind us, with Max Verstappen on pole, Daniel Ricciardo in second place, and Norris in third place. So let's see if we can score points for the third time in the season.
The Formula 1 circus has made its way to the southern coast of Portugal this week, and it's preparing for what I expect to be a terrific race here in Portimao. .9 miles of track at Portimao, featuring 15 turns, 9 to the right and 6 to the left. There's a lot going on here, a lot of elevation changes that will affect the driver's braking and acceleration. Keep an eye out for the DRS zone on the final straight. That will be the setup for a lot of today's overtaking chances. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and P2 goes to Daniel Ricciardo, a strong showing from the Australian. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Hamilton, Sergio Perez and Delatraz, Leclerc, Ocon, Joe and Antonio Giovinazzi, Gasly, Tsunoda, Red and Aitken, Vettel, Stroll, Nobuharu Matsushita and Mick Schumacher, Latifi, Lundgaard, Mazepin and George Russell ends our grid lineup. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
So here we are lined up in P13 in our car at the Portuguese Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go. But we get a really bad start, really bogged down over here. Actually, our teammate Jack Aitken is already side by side with us down into turn 1. But we go around the outside of Pierre Gasly, Esteban Ocon, and dive down the inside of Leclerc and Giovinazzi. We go nearly 3 wide over here as there's some yellow flags at the back, with some cars getting tangled up with each other, as we are now 2 wide with the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc over here. Are we going to be able to get P8 ahead of the Ferrari man? Yes, we are, just behind Guan Yu Zhou, his teammate, in the other Ferrari, as we go on to lap 2, going on to lap 3, as we switch sides with Leclerc over here, trying to keep him behind us, and our car is actually really fast in a straight line over here, so it wasn't really that hard of a kind of maneuver to kind of pull off the stay ahead of him, but we do manage to do that. And as you can see, we actually slowly but surely, we actually quite quickly losing time to Guan Yu Zhou ahead, as we mess up over there, actually get a warning for the track limits, and actually, of course, Leclerc gets DRS down that like kind of short straight over there, and he actually gets ahead of us on lap 3 over here, so that is actually really not good. And to be honest, I couldn't really tell in qualifying, because of course it was wet qualifying as you saw, but at the start of the race I really thought, I kind of really knew that we weren't going to do too well, as on lap 7 we dive down the inside of Leclerc, but we just go too deep on the brakes, and he manages to just switch back and stay ahead in P8. But yeah, I kind of know within like the first 3 laps how well I'm going to do in the race, and within these like 3 laps in this race I just kind of knew that is it going to be a race that I can just attack at. I'm just going to have to defend if I want to get any points at all. As on lap 8 we make slight contact with Leclerc over there, his my front wing over there, and we are running on simulation damage, so could that be a broken front wing, as we dive down the inside of Charles Leclerc on lap 8, basically what we did last lap, but this time we managed to pull it off, and we're actually boxing on this lap as well for the medium tyres, so I guess we're going to see if we are going to need to change our front wing. That would be an absolute disaster, you know. About 6 seconds lost changing the front wing if everything goes according to plan over there. I guess we're going to see. Now I actually asked my team if, you know, how my car is, and they said that the front wing is slightly damaged, so you are going to see over here we are going to need to change the front wing, which really sucks, because I'm pretty sure if we wouldn't have had this damage and lost these about 6 seconds or so with the front wing change, I'm pretty sure we would have had a way better chance of scoring points than we are going to have. But I guess you're going to see soon enough, as where we kind of shuffle out after all of the pit stops kind of get taken care of by each single driver and team. As the lap 10, loads of people pit. Actually Leclerc, I'm pretty sure he must have had some front wing damage as well, because he's just right ahead of me, and of course if he would have had some front wing, if he wouldn't have had some front wing damage, of course he would have been about like 6 seconds ahead of me, so must have been some front wing damage for the Ferrari man, the Monegasque. So we actually get ahead of him straight away, of course, leaving the pits. Your tyres are just so cold. We managed to get past them on lap 11, more people pit in. Where are we going to end up over here? P12 it looks like, just behind Gasly, and I'm pretty sure Gasly was behind us before, and as you can see 4.5 seconds ahead in P10, so you can kind of see over here, and I kind of told you before, not really a race that we can kind of attack, it's just more of a defending race, which sucks, but I guess we're going to see next time out in Azerbaijan if we can kind of attack over there, but we just don't have enough pace in the car. P11, so close to points, but it was the front wing change that messed up our race. Like that we would have probably finished P10 at least, maybe even P9, but still promising pace for us, even if it wasn't the best performance that we've had so far.
It's a performance that our Portuguese Grand Prix winners can be justifiably proud of, and I'm sure there'll be celebrations tonight. Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today. What set them apart from the rest?
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently. It's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be proud of the victory they secured here.
So it's another win for Max Verstappen. It does look like the Red Bulls are really good, as Lando Norris finishes in P2 and Sergio Perez in P3. We move up from P13 to P11, and we actually fall down to P10 in the driver standings, equal on points with Guan Yu Zhou in the Ferrari. In the constructor standings, we are still in P6, which is really good for us, and I think we are going to kind of be fighting for P6 this season. For now, that's going to be so. If you guys enjoyed, like, share, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye bye.